Link's Crossbow Training for the Wii was a rare case where a side adventure game was actually developed in-house. And while the idea for this game seems to have originally been a potential sequel to Twilight Princess, they instead took inspiration from one particular section of that game, the shootout sequence, and then built Link's Crossbow Training around that concept. This game was built entirely around the Wii Zapper, which is this plastic gun-looking thing. When applicable, you move around with the joystick here, and you press the trigger to fire your arrows. There are 3 game modes available from the title screen. The first is the Score Attack, which is the main game mode and has you clearing through 9 unique sets of levels. Multiplayer is very similar, but has you passing the zapper back and forth between up to 4 players, and you can individually select which course you want to do. Whichever player gets the higher score on it wins. Practice mode also lets you select individual courses, which gives you the chance to hone your skills on any that might be giving you trouble. There's 3 main types of levels that you're going to come across while playing. The first is target practice, which is first person and you're on rails with a fixed camera angle. The second type of level lets you actually change your viewpoint and spin around, and you can see Link himself, but in this one you cannot walk or move. The third type of level, you're able to actually fully walk around and defeat enemies, and this is honestly the one where I found it was the most awkward to control, and I was glad there weren't that many levels like this. Each level is pretty small and by design can be cleared in just a couple of minutes, as shown by the timer in the top right. There's a variety of enemies that appear here that you're going to recognize from the franchise. Some of these enemies will actually glow green, and killing those ones specifically will grant you a machine gun-like power-up, which will let you mow down huge groups of monsters with ease, but unfortunately it doesn't last that long. Holding down the fire button before releasing also shoots off an explosive shot, and this is great for dealing with enemies who are really good at defending. The more enemies or targets that you hit in a row without missing one, the higher your score multiplier. The real key to succeeding here is to chain your combos. The goal is just to never miss a shot that you actually fire to ensure that your score multiplier keeps going up and up. There's also a few secret alternate paths you can access in some of the target practice levels, and you do this by shooting scarecrows. While using the Wiimote here was never one-to-one accuracy, it came pretty close, and the game was also fairly generous with its hitboxes. I'm someone that does not particularly care for motion controls in games, so you know that I mean business when I say that I had a blast with Link's Crossbow Training. It ended up being so much more fun than I was expecting. It's a relatively short experience, but with tons of replay value, as you're constantly trying to find new pathways through the levels and get a higher and higher score to get the silver and gold medals. What this game lacks in narrative, it definitely makes up for in really tight, fast gameplay.